Welcome to the Resilient AF podcast. I'm Alex Fresh.
And I'm Emelia Jackson. We believe that everything is energy and vibrates at a certain frequency.
And our mission is to help raise the Earth's vibration through stories of resilience, manifestation, and what you can do when you realize even resilience has a toll.
Cause a bitch is tired, honey.
First of all, can I say you guys came through so much last week. It was such an amazing week for the launch of the podcast. Thank you all so much for listening.
It's been an amazing launch.
I was surprised. Thank God for Alex and Bennett though, because you guys are very positive and I'm over here like, oh my God, are they actually gonna come? Are they gonna listen? And people came, people listened.
I was so exhausted this last week.
Oh, I was a bitch.
I felt sick. I was so tired.
Did you guys ever watch Bridezillas?
Yes.
I always made fun of those girls. I was like, these women are horrible. And then I became an Eventzilla. I was a bitch. I almost lost my relationship.
I didn't even know this.
No, because I was just mean. I was like, I need everything perfect. I need everything good.
Also, I need to say about this launch party that we had. So me and Amelia were like, Amelia's like, should we have a launch party? I'm like, that sounds like a great idea. And this was months ago. So we planned this party and it was 2 days before the launch of the podcast, which was last Saturday. And then the day shows up, right? And we're both like hoping an earthquake happens because we don't want to go.
Literally, we texted each other and she goes, hopefully there's an earthquake. I said, girl, I really hope so too.
I'm like, how do we call out?
Listen, my day was so crazy.
Yeah, Bennett couldn't even make it.
I felt so bad. I'm like, there's champagne, there's
free
cupcakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we missed all
and free
baddies.
Yes, so many baddies.
Yeah, it was funny because at the end when everybody was gone, I was just sitting at the bar having a drink, just chilling out. And the bartender was like, there's going to be a lot of hot girls that night.
I'm fucking dead. There was though. There really was.
There was.
Yeah.
And you guys were doing tattoos on BBLs, on people's
titties,
asses and shit.
on boobies. Yeah. Wait, no, titties and boobies are the same thing. But yeah, no.
The tattoos were of us. It was a picture of, it's our podcast picture.
Yeah.
And we got temporary tattoos and that was a dope little...
It was a nice little add-on.
Yeah.
It's so dope.
It was fun.
What do you call it? It was like a touch to the party. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was so much fun though. So thank you to everybody who participated and who listened and who supports us. We love you. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much for not letting my anxiety actually come true.
You know, there's a bone that I have to pick with Amelia, and I didn't think that I was going to pick it this early in the podcast. I know I would at a certain point, but I'm going to have to say it right now because
pick that bone, girl.
Yeah, it's the perfect time. I have asked you to go out with me so many times, and you have never gone out with me. And I'm like, why? She goes out all the time. She doesn't go out with me. I'm like,
okay, but that's the thing is I don't go out all the time. I used to. Okay, it was every other Thursday that I used to go out. Nobody wants to go out on a fucking Thursday.
Well, hello, I did.
Okay, that's... Yeah.
So then I'm like, is it because I'm in my mid 30s?
No. But back when I was going out, you were fucking married. You weren't coming out.
I asked you to go out with me how many times?
When?
Amelia, I've been like, let's hang out.
I have trauma brain. I don't remember.
You know, it's fine. I have a stoner brain, so I feel you on that.
Okay, but we kind of went out though.
We kind of went out.
I just wish that I was a little more there for it.
I was completely there for it. So.
Oh, you were?
I was sober though.
You were sober?
I don't like to drink.
The champagne was free though.
I know. And I still have the whole box that I'm about to give you that we didn't drink yet.
Is there a whole box still?
It's in my garage.
That's wild.
Yeah.
We should do a giveaway and just give it away.
Oh yeah, because you won't drink it anymore.
Fuck champagne. I think I'm allergic. I'm serious.
What happened?
Okay, well, I was extremely nervous. So then I had 6 glasses. Ooh. Okay, one of those glasses I completely chugged.
Ouch.
Which my girdle that I was wearing, could not handle that. Literally, it was about to bust.
Girdle.
Okay?
Girdle.
My girdle. It was not a good idea.
Okay.
Anyway, and then I had a shot with you afterwards, which I guess mixing champagne and vodka is not a good idea.
Right.
I felt fine. I definitely was a little tipsy, but I felt fine until the next fucking day.
Really? Oh, you looked fine, when we were out.
Yeah, no,
but
I was fine.
It was the next day? Yeah.
It was the next day that I was hurting.
The next day was when you had a heat stroke.
Honest to God, I thought I was dying. And this makes it even more embarrassing. So I had clients on Sunday and I had texted them and I was like, hey, I'm hungover. I don't feel well. I'm ill. I cannot do your body. And they were like, totally fine, girl. But there was one client that was driving an hour and a half to see me and she was a fan of yours. Okay. So I was like, I have to go in for this person. So I went in and I was like, okay, let me just get my shit together. I could not get my shit together. I was having a ultimate heat stroke. Like, it was so fucking bad. I was sweating. I ended up having to take my shirt off. My yitties are fucking hanging. Just like, it was so bad. And I kept apologizing to this woman who, mind you, had anxiety already. And she let me know she had anxiety. And I was like, I'm adding to it now. I apologize. Okay. So yeah, I had to take my shirt off. And then I had to lay down because I was getting a heat stroke and I started like getting dizzy. And I was like, girl, I think I'm going to fucking pass out. Like, you're going to get stuck on this booty machine. Anyway, so then I lay down next to her, not like on the same bed, but like next to her in the other bed. And I started nodding out. She was talking to me about her dogs giving birth or something. And I was like trying to be so like into the conversation. But in my head, I was like, I need a hospital right now. I am ill.
I have a video of Emelia dancing on the bar.
Okay.
And her mom was there. And her mom stayed to watch her. I'm like, you really want to watch that? And she's like, oh yeah, that's my pride and joy.
Literally. No. And then I see the video. So, you know, when you're in your head, you're like, wow, I look fucking sexy. And then you see the video afterwards. I literally was like, burn it. Burn the fucking video. It was so bad. My gut's hanging out because I forgot to suck in because I was relaxed at that point. Okay. A little too relaxed to where it looked like a person who was 8 months pregnant was dancing on the bar and drinking.
You do not. No, you don't.
gosh.
It was bad. Like, that video needs to be put away.
Well, I have the whole video on my phone. And I was taking a video of her girlfriend taking a video of her, which I thought was so cute.
Oh,
She's very supportive. She loves my
She
hotivities.
is such a supportive girlfriend.
Yeah, no, she loves it.
We're going to post a video from the launch party on our social at Resilient AF2 on Instagram. So go check it out.
Yes.
Okay, so Bennett last week, he was not introduced. He was, but he wasn't because like his mic went out when he was talking. So he cut it out. But this is Bennett. He's our producer.
Yes.
And I know him from my last job where I got fired from.
Right.
And now he's on our show with us. And we couldn't be more excited to have you here. So
yes, I'm
love
so
that.
happy to
Yes.
be here with y'all. I used to work with Alex at our last job, but
he got fired too.
I got fired too. I was let go.
He texted me the morning that he got let go and was like, I'm part of the club. I'm like, what are you talking about?
The unemployed club.
Fun employment. Are we gonna do pit and peak during this too?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like my pit.
Well, let's explain that real quick. So we're gonna do a peak and pit every week. We're gonna do a pick and peak, a peak and a pit, which means the peak is like the highlight of your week, and a pit, which is like a low part of your week. And we're gonna do that every week. So Bennett,
Right. So
we'll
would
start
you
with Bennett.
pit? One of my pits of this week, there's been many, but one of them is I was out the other night, and after a few drinks, after the bar, I'm like walking alongside my friend's car. And we're talking, but he's driving. So I'm like walking along the driver's window, and he's like, yo, why walk when you could just like ride the hood? And you know me, I'm a daredevil. So I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. So I hop on the hood.
Did you have a helmet?
No helmet.
Oh, Lord.
Girl, I don't know who's carrying
Who's
around
carrying
a
a helmet? That's true.
Yeah, I took a helmet out my back pocket. And I started to surf on the hood. And I'm like, speed it up. And like, as soon as he hit the gas, I fell on the fucking the windshield and almost went through the bitch. It fucking cracked. It cracked. Yeah. So like, I jump off the car and like, he nearly fucking runs me over.
Yeah.
I can't handle it right now.
Oh my God. Yeah. This is my fucking pit.
Okay.
One of the pits.
Yeah.
And yeah, now the windshield's fucking cracked.
Are you okay?
I was fine. The car was not.
Yeah.
I won. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that was my pit.
What's your peak?
My peak is launching the podcast with y'all.
Loves that.
Woo! Okay. Okay, Emelia.
Okay, my pit was definitely Sunday when I was hungover. Just, again, having my titties swinging in front of a stranger. And I think I lost that client. Like, I don't think she's coming back. Like, and honestly, I wouldn't either. That looked crazy. I even gave her a discount with the code that said, sorry, I was a hot mess. Like, it was that bad. It was bad. Like, it was really bad.
Type in hot mess for 10% off.
Literally. It was so bad. So that was my pit. My peak, I would say the fact that the launch party went off without a hitch. Like it went so well. Like it really did. Everybody was having fun. I got to hang out with my baby daddy and his wife. Like that is
Baby
such
daddy
a
number one.
yes, OG baby daddy. We gotta make sure we say that. Baby daddy number one and his wife came and supported me, and that was like so kind. I like find it such a flex that they like came and I got to hang out with his wife all night. And so like when she was riding the bull, I was telling this girl right next to us, and mind you, I was drunk, she was drunk, and I was like, that's my baby daddy's wife on the bull. And she literally looked at me and she goes, okay. And I was like, no, this is so cool. But I was so happy about that. That whole thing just made my heart happy.
I mean,
so
it is a flex.
It's growth.
yeah, it really is. Because we went from hating each other to now like just being like family. Like
That's
we're one
cool.
big family.
I never knew you guys hated each other, so that's cool.
Well, when we were like 17, but
Still, you guys hate
hate
each other.
everybody when you're 17.
Yeah.
So what's yours?
So, all right. Well, my pit, I really messed up the bottom of my foot. And this was like right before I went to Cabo. And I messed up my foot so bad that I couldn't even get in the water when I was in Cabo. I couldn't get in the swimming pool and I couldn't get in the ocean. Wah! But-
There's people dying, Kim.
Tragic. I just moved and I had my hands full. I was in my room and I was walking, and there was like this short acrylic riser that you put stuff on like in your closet to raise things up so you can see things better. And it was on the ground and I didn't see it, and I was like, I tripped over it. And when I realized what it was, I tried to like avoid it, which made it worse. And it just cut the fuck out of my foot so bad. The next morning I go to the walk-in because I'm like, I don't think I'll need stitches, but I might need stitches. No, she just super glued it. She just put glue on it and it was on there. There's still like a tiny little bit left.
No, it looked fucked up.
Ooh.
Like she sent me a picture and I was like, you should have put a warning first. That shit was fucked up.
And it's your foot. Like you're on your feet all day.
It's on
Yeah.
the bottom of my foot. It's like in the arch. So I couldn't stretch my foot for nearly 2 weeks. Like it's finally starting to get better, but there's going to be a huge scar there. And it's my foot. My feet are nice.
Yeah, it
So
was messed up.
my peak though, it happened today.
Ooh.
Yeah, it actually happened just like not even that long ago when I got here to the studio to meet you guys. Bennett meets me too, and there's these 2 parking spots.
This is your peak.
It was spicy. I'm mad I missed it.
This is my peak. I couldn't stop laughing. Okay, where our studio is, parking's kind of a bitch, and it's hard to find parking spots all the time. So there was these 2 parking spots right next to each other. I pull up and I see Bennett. He's in this wrong parking spot. You have to have a permit. So I'm like, Bennett, no, bring your car over here. Park next to me. Well, when he's going to get his car, this car pulls up and wants to park in where I'm at. And I'm like, I'm sorry, this is such a dick move, but I'm standing in the middle of this parking spot and it's being saved. Sorry, which is embarrassing, by itself, but whatever. I just stood there like the boss that I am. And then he was trying to like reverse into the parking spot. And I'm like trying to get his attention, like, hey, sorry, sir, you don't get this parking spot. But he didn't roll his window down. So I'm just like, well, I'm just going to stand here then. So then Bennett literally just moves in the parking spot. Like it was like he damn owned the building or something.
It was my spot.
Like, fuck that Tesla.
So Bennett gets out, we get all of our stuff out and our hands are full. And this guy clearly sees that Bennett and I are together and he rolls his window down and he just starts staring at Bennett. And Bennett's like, we can have a stare down. I'm still not moving my car.
I'm fucking dead.
And I was just laughing.
The whole time she's just standing there laughing. You feel me? So like it's probably making it that much
He's
worse.
like getting more and more mad.
I'm
Yes.
like, okay, Bennett, let's go.
And he's like, I'm not moving my car. Like that's it.
Honestly, though, it was a him issue. I feel like you guys, you didn't do anything wrong. You're
No.
fine. You're perfect, both of you. It's fine. It's him.
But yeah, the parking spot, that was my peak. All right. Word of the week.
I'm so excited.
I know. Okay, so the word of the week is, Bennett, are you going to pick the word of the week every week? Or
I do.
I
yeah.
feel like he should.
I'm gonna attempt to choose and teach you guys a word.
Yes.
Okay. And I say attempt because one, you guys might know the word already.
I'm a hooked on phonics kid, so who also got her GED. So I might not know these words.
I just feel like I'm out of the loop on all the new words and Urban Dictionary words and things like that.
Yeah.
This isn't an Urban Dictionary word. This
Okay.
is like a real word.
Like a grown-up word.
Grown-up word.
Ooh, I love a good
Like
grown-up
it
word.
came up in conversation and
Yeah.
I was like, what's that word?
Yeah.
Okay.
Askins.
What the fuck is that?
Askins?
Askins.
Like Carol Baskins?
Kinda. You spell it A-S-K-A-N-C-E. Askins. The opposition party looked askance at most of the government's proposed policies.
Okay.
Another sentence. As I pulled into the parking lot, homie was looking
Asking
at me.
for a beating.
No, he was definitely asking for a beatdown. But as I pulled into the parking spot, homie looked askance.
Mad. Is it mad? Is that what that means?
Askance with an attitude or look of suspicion or disapproval. So he was definitely looked askance.
Definitely was.
Okay.
Okay, askins.
All right, askins.
Is this a popular word?
No.
Not at all.
No, okay.
I actually think this word comes from like the 16th century. So
Yeah.
We should bring it back.
We
You know,
should.
everything comes around.
Yep.
We should, it should be one of those words that is like a new word, you know, like a new young word.
Yeah, I love that.
Askins.
Because I've been here for 28 years and I've never heard that word once.
Askins.
like, fix your face. You look askance.
Yeah.
I look askins.
You Askins, girl. Okay, so we gotta try and use that in the podcast somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Askins.
Got it.
Okay, so hashtag bad mom moments is probably one of my favorite things to do because it's really just innocent things that moms do on purpose or not. I have a ton of these examples, yet I'm a stoner, so I can't remember them in the moment, but I'm gonna have Emelia tell one of her bad mom moments.
Oh.
And if you guys have any bad mom moments as well, hit us up on Instagram, message us, comment. We wanna know, we wanna hear, and we might shout you out next time.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, I have a lot of innocent bad mom stories. But I would have to say the one that I can remember off the top of my head that I felt, and I shouldn't even feel that fucked up about it because like it's kind of on him for not knowing how to read at this time. Like
He was 4.
he was 4, but come on. I'm sure like Einstein knew how to read at that time. Anyway, his fault, not mine. I needed some resting time, okay? I just needed some resting time. He was supposed to be resting with me and he decided not to, okay? But he was thirsty. He wanted some apple juice. And I was like, okay, it's in the fridge. Just go get it yourself. Like, it's fine. So thinking that he was going to grab one of like the actual apple juice boxes, okay? Anyway, he went downstairs. He's like down there for a good like 2 minutes, right? And then he comes running upstairs to me. He looks askance. Wait, what? No, I used that fucking word wrong.
Yes, no,
Did
you
he?
did.
Okay,
You look-
okay, I did.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, he looked askance, pissed off, right? Just mad. And I was like, what the hell? And he's gagging, okay? He's gagging. And I was like, what is wrong with you? And he goes, I think the apple juice was bad, mama. And I was like, what did you drink? So I get my ass out of bed, okay? I go down and I look and I'm like, what did you drink, babe? And he shows me and it was apple cider vinegar. I was like, whoa, bro, like that was a big mistake. Like that was not good.
Well, his gut's gonna feel better.
Oh yeah, he pooped really well,
sure he
like
did.
for a week after that. So honestly, I should be giving my kids apple cider vinegar shots. Anyway, so he is gagging and then I start gagging and then we look and it's the apple cider vinegar, okay? And then I'm like, how did you not smell that first? Like before you even took a swig of that, how did you not smell the rancid smell of not apple juice? Anyway, that was a whole thing. And I was just like, all right, well now I have to get everything for you because clearly you can't read. Okay.
Because he's 4.
He's 4. Yeah.
He'll never grab the apple cider vinegar
Oh no,
again, though.
never again. He talks about it still. He's like, do you remember when I drank that vinegar stuff? And I was like, shut up. You don't need to tell people about that.
Okay, so actually then that reminds me of maybe a bad mom story that I have about my mom because it's similar. So when I was younger, I was 2 actually. This is probably my earliest memory.
Yeah.
I was almost 3 and my parents, when they were still married, were dancing in the living room and they both like to drink whiskey and I thought it was apple juice. And so I took the biggest swig of this whiskey.
Yeah.
And I turned around and I started screaming. And my mom was freaking out and my dad was laughing.
Yeah.
And I slept really well that night.
I was going to say you probably slept so good. Fuck the melatonin gummies. You had
I don't
whiskey.
remember, but I'm just saying that I did.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
I took a huge drink. I was like, there was water and there was what I thought was apple juice. And I'm like, I'm definitely having that apple juice.
Yeah.
And so I took a huge drink. I remember,
Oh my gosh.
ooh, that burned.
I bet it did.
So
Oh my God.
if you have a bad mom story, hit us up on Instagram, message us, comment. We want to know. We want to hear.
Wait, so you're blaming this on your mom?
Well, I mean, she poured the whiskey and it was out in front, she was supposed to be babysitting me. I'm her child.
Okay, yeah.
She should have labeled it.
Right.
For sure. Cause I mean.
Oh, but how old were you? Could you read?
I was
2.
2.
Oh, you couldn't read.
2.
Yeah, but Einstein probably could have.
Probably.
At 2.
Yeah, you dumbass. You
Yeah.
couldn't read at 2.
I mean, how did I not smell that before I took a drink of it?
Why do you smell it? Got a whiff.
All right. So this week, the conspiracy is going to be on.
Telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real.
The crazy plane lady.
Oh, I love her. I love her. I love her.
When this happened, I'm like, oh, I bet she saw something shady back there. She didn't even look drunk. She looked like she actually was scared to me. And I'm like, what did she see?
Okay, so you're talking about the video for the people who didn't see it.
I was going to say.
I mean, if you didn't
should-
see it,
Yeah.
you definitely live under a rock.
Yeah.
You know what? We should play the video.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the fuck off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give 2 fucks, but I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can fucking die with them or not. I'm not going to.
Okay, so that happened maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
And she got off the plane. And then she was MIA. You didn't hear from her. Like she didn't comment on it. Where is she? Who is she? Where did she go? What did she see? Fast forward just like a week ago, she posted a video apologizing about her behavior on the plane, which was weird. It's like, why are you
Why are
apologizing?
you apologizing?
Apologizing for what? Because you said you saw something and you like made a scene and left. Like people make scenes on planes all the time. But it was like a
It's
weird.
normal now.
It really is.
It was a weird apology. It's like, no,
Like a
we
normal
want-
Tuesday for me.
We want to know what you saw, bitch.
Right.
We don't care about your apology.
Can I also say that on that Twitter that she had, she was only following TMZ and
Yep.
TMZ was like following her or something.
Weird.
It was weird.
So then a week later, here comes another video that TMZ posted. She was at the airport traveling again. However, she looked exactly the same. Her hair was back in a bun, slicked back. She
Wearing
had
the same outfit.
shirt, same exact outfit, same earrings, but she still didn't look like the girl on the plane. Very similar for sure, but still to me did not look like the girl on the plane. I personally think that she got cloned because she saw something that
She shouldn't have.
the government, whoever doesn't want her to even talk about.
What do you think she saw, Alex?
What do I think she saw?
Yeah, I want to know.
A shape-shifting reptilian.
Shapeshifting into what?
A reptilian. Like they're human.
Like a reptilian that turned into a human
No,
for the plane ride?
A human that turned into a reptilian, a shapeshifter. Like that's what they do, a shape-shifting reptilian. Like when they get mad or they can't hold the humanoid appearance, they can shapeshift, whatever.
They lose focus.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like she saw something like that and she's like, fuck that.
I mean, honestly, that would make sense because if I saw that, I would literally shit my pants. Like I would actually probably doo-doo in my pants.
In the video, she obviously is petrified of something on that plane. She got off of the plane, and then like to this day, in both videos, she's like, I'm not going to talk about what I seen. I can't talk about it
Right.
yet.
Oh,
And she said, I don't regret not getting on the plane.
Yeah. It's not the same girl. Look at the girl on the plane.
she looks different. She does.
It's like a clone.
I heard if you take the IP address of the Twitter, guess where it goes back to?
TMZ.
Washington, D.C.
Stop it.
Yes, I saw that. I just got goosebumps. I saw
Me
that.
too.
Ew.
Washington, D.C. is.
That's crazy. What if it was an alien though?
What if she's seen an alien? She's seen something that they do not want us to know about.
100%.
Maybe it was a mermaid.
Ooh, I just saw last night that there was a mermaid that washed ashore somewhere.
Shut up.
Yeah, and there was like a whole crowd around it.
Really?
But I don't believe anything on the internet, because
That's-
AI and all that,
Right. You never know nowadays.
CGI, right?
That's true. No, but yeah, that was.
Okay, so but the first video that was released of her, it's not because of a filter. It does not look like a real person.
It doesn't. Yeah, it looks weird.
It does.
She looks too symmetrical. I know exactly what thing you're talking about because she had the same shirt on. Her bun was still in her hair. Like
No.
Not that one.
It was because the one that she first released, her hair was in a ponytail down. And it was when she was apologizing, that one.
Oh, I didn't see that video. I saw the one of her at the airport.
Yeah, you have to watch the first one of her apologizing.
Oh.
I'm sorry that I made a scene. Like, that's all she was talking about, was apologizing for making a scene. Like, that's it.
My behavior was uncalled for.
And it's like, what? It was not a person. It wasn't not a person talking.
The whole thing doesn't make sense.
No.
It does not look like it looks like a freaking AI video. So I'm like, and
So
then
fucking
pops
weird.
up. She pops up at he's like the guy who from TMZ who's interviewing her. How are you liking traveling again? She's like,
Right.
oh, it's great. She looked normal. Like, whatever it is. It's not the girl from the original video but the girl actually looked like a human who in the second video.
In the second one.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
So what do you guys think happened?
I think it was a shape-shifting reptilian that she saw.
And do you think because the video went viral and it was a shapeshifter, like she's been either cloned, or you think she's been like forced to like not say anything?
I think she's not living anymore. Because I feel like the government, they're losing power and control and they don't want people to know.
Yeah.
And so they're going to try and hide every single piece of evidence that they can in these type of situations. And the fact that she was MIA for weeks after it happened does not make sense to me. I'm like, where did she go?
Yeah. Again, with the type of social media that we have nowadays, like she should have popped up. People should have found her.
She popped up with a brand new Twitter. Like weird.
Yeah, where's her Instagram? Like, where's her other social media accounts?
Yeah.
Like, and why can you not talk about it? Why can
She
you
should
not
be able to talk about it.
Why can you not say what the hell you saw?
Who said you can't talk about it? The airline?
The government. Yes. Oh, sorry. No ASMR.
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
like, is it that time?
Sorry. I don't know. I feel like, what if she saw an alien though?
I mean,
Because aliens are real though. They just said that aliens are real.
for sure. It's an extraterrestrial of some sort.
And I would have probably, if it was like a hot girl, maybe I wouldn't have freaked out. But like, if it was like a creepy looking like alien, I would have freaked out like that too.
hell yeah.
I'm so glad that shit doesn't happen to me because I would not handle it well.
You can actually tell who are. And reptilians, they reproduce until they become looking like a human enough. But they still can shapeshift. So like, we have magical powers. Every single person does. You can manifest whatever you want. You have so much energy in your hands. You can heal yourself. Like, if you have good energy, you can use it for like magical good stuff. If you have bad energy, you can be a shape-shifting reptilian. And shapeshifters and reptilians, like, they're 3D only. They will never be able to vibe any higher than 3D. So they're just like a negative entity. And they're just roaming around us all over.
I feel like I have some exes that are reptilians.
You can look at them and like,
way.
yeah, actually that is a reptilian. And they could be like all sorts of like different like reptiles. Like there could be like an alligator looking one. There could be like a lizard looking one. There's different types of reptilia.
So they're ugly?
Yeah, it sounds ugly.
Yeah, my exes. Yeah, that checks out. Checks out.
I heard Emelia use my word of the week. I have not heard you use it.
Oh, you didn't even use it.
Hold on. Let me think. Ascent. What?
Ass and titties, that's what it was.
Let me look at my notes because
He doesn't remember.
Remember his own word.
The word's askins, of course.
You askins for me to use this in a sentence. I don't even know how to do it.
Misuse.
All right. Well, that's how I used it. So that was.
So I'm gonna win this time. Yay! I'm so excited.
We'll see.
I swear to God, if you guys say that she won, like, I know it's rigged.
You used it super early to get out of the way, Emelia.
I did. My anxiety. I was like, let me
You
just
did a
use
good
it.
job.
Thank you. I tried. I feel like,
Your ex would be askins if he heard you talking about him like that, Emelia.
but you know what?
But he's reptilian, so.
He talks about me all the time, so
So who cares
And he
how
tells people
looks?
I'm crazy, so I might as well act it, right?
Well, he hates you because he ate you.
Ate me?
Ate.
Oh, ain't. I was like, whoa.
Probably sure he's probably still in love with you because he ate you.
How are we signing off this time?
How do we ever
What do
sign
you guys
off?
have going on for the rest of the week?
Yeah, let's talk about what we're gonna do the rest of the week.
Okay. I'm going to take my son to the fair.
Oh my God.
food.
Can I just say, people are going to think I'm fucking disgusting on this podcast, but it's fine. Anyway, last year when I went to the fair, I was like craving, I hate that word, but I was craving a corn dog. Okay. I got a corn dog and that thing was bigger than my left arm. Like it was huge. I ate the whole thing, right? Put mustard on it. It was just delicious. Couldn't stop eating it. And then we get into the car. Everything's fine and dandy. We're like maybe 15 minutes out because it's in the middle of nowhere, okay?
Far.
It was really far. Anyway, all of a sudden it starts gurgling in my stomach. And I was like, I need to pull over very quickly. And I don't do public restrooms. I will not do public restrooms because my girlfriend's like, let's just go to the AM/PM. I said, fuck the AM/PM. There's a bush over here. I'd rather go in it. So what did we do? We pulled into a parking lot and I literally shit in the parking lot and had to use my son's underwear. But I was not okay. Those corn dogs, it got me.
What? That's disappointing.
What is me pooping?
Well,
in
getting
the bush?
sick over it.
Oh, it was so disappointing. So this year I'm not getting one because I'm going tomorrow. I'm going to go see Kaylani.
Okay.
I was a little like thrown off that it was at the fair, but then you told me, Bennett, that it's okay.
It's okay. I've been to the fair plenty of times, and I've been to a few concerts there. I think TLC.
Okay.
Ooh.
It was TLC. No, it was Salt and Pepper.
Oh, I was like
Salt and
TLC
Pepper.
because one of them died a long time ago.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was like, it would be TC,
Left
right?
eye. Yeah. But we don't say that.
My bad.
But no, the concerts are great there, and I love the fair. There's so much food. I love roller coasters, so I go on all the rides.
Yeah, you're crazy, Bennett. I do have a question though about the fair food. So, what do you call those things that they're big and round and you fry them and you put cinnamon, sugar, and butter? What do you call them?
Elephant ears.
Yep.
I call them doughboys.
No, you don't.
No.
Doughboys. I never heard of an elephant ear until I moved to the West Coast.
They're
Really?
elephant freaking
Elephant
ears.
ear.
A
Elephant ear.
doughboy?
A doughboy.
They look like an elephant ear, not a doughboy.
It's a doughboy.
I've never
it's
even
dough.
seen a doughboy.
It's dough, right? The whole thing is dough. It's
But
sugar
why
on
is it a
top.
boy?
I don't know.
Right? So like,
It doesn't make any sense.
it should be a dough ear.
It should be a doughy ear.
It does look like an elephant ear.
I feel like it looks like an ear of an elephant.
Okay, so let's do a poll. Do you call it an elephant ear or a doughboy or something else? There is something else that people call it. There is,
What?
and I can't remember. It's like a crepe almost. It's like somebody calls it.
Nobody calls it a crepe.
No,
That's
there is
wild.
because I didn't hear that ever, Bennett. But I had this conversation with one of my best friends like not that long ago. She calls it something else, and then she asked her husband, "What do you call this?" And they're from Idaho, and they call it the same thing.
Elephant ears.
No, they call
They
it
call
something
it
else.
the other thing. So
But
there's
it's not a
another
doughboy.
person.
There is. We should take a poll.
Doughboy,
Elephant ear
elephant ear, or other.
or other.
Other.
All right, that's how we're signing off. What is it? Follow us on Instagram at Resilient AF2, and I'm at That Dreas.
I'm at Emelia Jackson 94.
I'm at BennettKnows.
All right, well, have a good week, y'all.
Bye.
James.